Yate, Brittany Simplicio Yinishia, Touchini Nishle, Donash Dejadina and Bashashin, Taba Adashache, Donash Dejadina and Dashanali. I am a Dene woman. I am a Dene midwife. Healing and listening to women is what I do. To me, it is not a job, it is a passion. I've come a long way on this journey to become a midwife, a journey I never thought I would finish, and one I'm still continuing. There's not many Native midwives. The few I meet are here for a special purpose. I grew up listening to Shamasane's stories of new mothers and babies. I love looking at old photos of her wearing a nursing uniform, the white hat, shoes, and socks. I can close my eyes today and still picture her. I remember how she used to smell like the hospital and new babies. For 55 years, my grandma cared for women, babies, and families on the Navajo reservation until she passed the torch to me. I was only 9 years old when I knew I wanted to follow my grandmother's footsteps. I wanted to heal our community just like she did. But as I grew older, I began to think that my dream was too far-fetched. Growing up, I remember moving a lot, between big cities and on the res. My father was in prison, and my mother worked long hours. It was really hard for me to focus on school when I had to come home to all the drinking parties. Strangers and loud music kept me up all night. I guess that is when I began thinking a life with alcoholism and drugs was okay. I started doing the same, and slowly my childhood dream drifted further and further away. It was as if I gave up on myself. I can't recall what snapped me out of that downward path, but I remember waking up one day and telling myself, I don't want to be this person anymore. I want better. I finished high school and started at the University of New Mexico in 2007. After 4 years, I graduated my bachelor's in nursing with Shamasane by my side. I could see how proud she was, just by her smile. I like to think that midwifery found me in nursing school. It found me because I love being with women in all aspects of health, their pregnancy, birth, and parenthood, just like my grandmother. However, my midwifery journey was not an easy one. There are many times I cried, and countless times I wanted to give up. As the only Native woman in my class, I sometimes felt like I didn't belong, and I wasn't smart enough. I wondered, was my secluded res education going to get me through the tough academic world? All I knew was I had a dream. I wanted to become a Native midwife. I wanted to do it for myself, for grandmother, for my community, and for Native women who bring forth future generations into this world. Finally, my dream came true in 2013. At my graduation from midwifery school, my grandmother whispered, I am proud of you, sweetheart. Now you walk in beauty with all of those mothers and babies you care for. I've carried her words with me ever since. In my journey, I've learned that midwifery is an umbrella term used for so much more than pregnancy and birth. It's about education, ceremony, adversity, poverty, death, family, unity, counseling, traveling, advocacy, the power of silence, and so much more. Midwifery is not just another new movement or fad that everyone wants to do. It's an important part of our Native history. Think about it. It was our great-grandmothers and aunties who were our traditional midwives, birthing babies in hogans long before the hospitals came. So why do we think hospitals are the only option for birthing our babies? Why can't Native women have the option to birth outside the hospital, in a place that's easily accessible, where they trust their provider, and where ceremony and traditional teachings surround them? That is my next dream for our Changing Women initiative, where we want to empower Native women to learn and be supported in their birthing. Imagine a place where women are celebrated in ceremony, where women are valued as the experts of their own bodies, where women not only learn about themselves in pregnancy, but also grow as an individual, a mother, and the foundation of their family. Our Native birth center would have all the needed resources under one roof. I can already see it and feel it. A beautiful birth center with the smell of cedar permeating the air, beautiful paintings around the walls, and sash belts hanging in the birthing rooms. It is a sacred place where Native women can feel at home and where everyone walks in beauty.
You were born, I was there. You came out of your mother's womb, sacred as your father